Stampers.
There
you are.
Hello, Stampers. It's Lisa Marie
And Rebecca.
with Spontaneous Sunday Stamping. And we are at Rebecca's house today, so
We are.
I'm not sure about the lighting. It's
now
very
there's-
shadowy. How do you fix that?
How do I fix what?
See how shadowy we are?
We are super
All
shadowy.
right.
Give
So
us
while
a
we're
second.
doing this, you guys hop on, say hello. Hey, Janice. You're messing up my screen. I'm at Rebecca's and forgot my second device. So
Does that look better? Or
It's still really dark. Yours too, across the bottom. I think it's this guy. I don't know. Do we move him some more?
That didn't change it.
better?
Nope, not particularly. I can bring
Hey,
a
Linda.
lamp in here.
What if you...
Are you sure? How is the lighting on
Look
your
on
side?
there.
Because
It might just
I'm
be
thinking
us.
it's this shadowed spot
It
where
might
the
be.
comments pop up.
Well, go on there and look. Okay.
All right.
So I don't have my device, so I will answer your comments after we're done. And I'm going to try to look when I can, because it's up higher than where I am, of course. So it's not bad.
I think it's okay.
I think we're okay, so it must just be on our phones. Okay. So anyway, I'm at Rebecca's because the no air conditioning saga is on week 3,
it's ridiculous.
officially tomorrow.
It's so ridiculous.
My third new part, is in Fort Walton Beach, just down the road. It's been there since Friday night, just waiting.
Just waiting.
So hopefully they're going to call me. Hopefully they're going to deliver before noon tomorrow to the air conditioning people, and then they can bring it to me tomorrow. But we'll see. But I wanted to show you something since I'm here, and when you get...
Look, I have a cute little charm on mine. This is how I know this is my paper
Because she
hammer.
steals mine all the time.
And she tries to accuse me of
And where'd you
stealing
get that
hers.
cute little charm?
I got that for being a panhandle pearl, and I am silver elite.
For promoting a silver lake. That's a Brighton charm.
It is a Brighton charm.
Isn't
and
it
it
stinking
has
cute?
pearls on it.
I know.
Because we're pearls.
Because we're pearls. So,
Anyway, there's our little side commercial.
I know. So when you're on my team, you get to earn Brighton jewelry. Hello.
And as an extension, being on my team, we share a
Yes.
lot of our ideas.
Yeah,
So,
I pay
if
for
you're,
it,
If you're,
but I share it.
Hey! That is not true.
I'm just teasing her.
100%.
Okay, so paper trimmer. This is our paper trimmer that, replaced that old one that was a fiasco. But I wanted to show you. So here, when you get it, there is a piece of plastic on here, and it will lead you to believe that you have scratches on your paper trimmer.
Yes.
Because it's on there so tight. Now that's already been removed from here, but I noticed on Rebecca's that she didn't remove it from
Because
here.
it's like removing the plastic on the cell phone. Like, why are you doing that? I should be able to do that.
That is like the best feeling in the world.
I know, you just stole it from me. There is actually some right
Oh,
here.
look, there's another one.
I never took it off. It's on this part
Is
too.
it on there too?
Yeah, see how it's bubbling?
I see it now. Look.
I just left it on there.
I'm going to
because
take this one off too because he's scratched. I won't take the big one. You can do the big one.
Oh, thanks.
So I'm just using my take-a-pic tool and grabbing the edge of it. I hope they can see that. Can we see that? Am I in enough?
I think so.
Oh, it's buffering.
It is buffering. I was sharing yours. So
This one's a little bit tighter. There we go. But once you get it...
Because it feels like you're going to break it. Like it's
It
not
does.
supposed to come
It goes,
off. But it really is supposed to come
Ta-da!
off.
But that's why, if you look at her trimmer right in this area, it looks like she has scratches in it. And I had somebody call me and they're like, why did my fingernails leave scratches all over my paper trimmer? And I said, did you take the plastic off? There's plastic? So now you know. There is plastic. Another thing is, you have a cutting blade and you have a scoring blade.
And there's this little divot down
It's a
here.
notch, right? A little
So
divot.
if you accidentally pull your little blade off while you're cutting, because I've done that,
Yes.
it's because you're pulling at it while it's in its little notch.
But that's how you change
That's
it
how you
too.
change the
You just
blade
pull
out.
it out. It just comes right out, and then it pops right back into that little spot. You can even spread this a little bit if you need to. And then the other thing, does this one lock? No.
No.
So when it pushes down, it's down. But if you try to grab, yours works really well right there.
Yeah, you're supposed to be able to pull it from here or
Mine
the end.
doesn't.
If you try to peel it from here,
Right.
it doesn't want to release. Because
Right.
it's not meant to release.
Exactly.
Because you want it to stay locked so that it doesn't
And look at
go
that.
crazy.
So it goes like that. And on the
you have an
back,
extension arm.
you don't need a foot on this one. That was
No,
the
there's
other one.
no foot on
That's
this
right. So this one just goes out to 17 inches and some change. So you have all this beautiful space for
Your 12 by
measuring.
12.
I know.
Big papers.
So there you go. Just thought we'd show you that since we were here.
A little infomercial.
A little infomercial.
Who is in club? Who's in monthly club?
Oh, our monthly club. Oh,
Oh, I have one sitting here. Can I show them?
yeah. Don't show them everything.
I'll show them everything. I'm going to show these cute little packages because
You have to see what everybody's.
Look at how cute this is. If you are in monthly club and you paid for, what was this month? June? This is June,
It's
right?
June, yeah. It's June.
Yeah, this is June. We are
They ship tomorrow.
They're gonna ship out tomorrow. But look at all of that yummy goodness.
There's a minimum of 20. There's more than
Minimum.
$20 in product
Because
in there.
we
You
don't-
got half
we
a
don't know how
pack
to
of
do
paper.
math.
We can't do math. And we like to give. So half a pack of paper, entire spool of ribbon, a sponge dauber,
And this is how you're gonna know
and what else?
how you're in.
Oh, bees.
There's bumblebees. You have some right there.
Bees.
Because these bees are adorable, and they were on back order for a
I
while.
know. Aren't they just the cutest? Look,
And
I
they're
put it on my
so
hand.
super cute.
Isn't he just the cutest?
They're super cute. But anyway, so
They get a whole package.
They get a whole package of those.
Plus 4 card kits.
There's 4 card kits.
And we made them a little something something.
There's some little something in there. And
Yeah.
then this month we kind of will know who's in whose group because we have different
We had
ribbons.
miscommunication.
Because Mom told me woven ribbon. Well, woven ribbon. This is woven ribbon. But what she really meant was the weave. The weave
The
ribbon.
new weave ribbon.
Which is also gorgeous. But anyway, so you'll get either this one or the other one. They're both gorgeous ribbons and they both
They're the
work.
same color.
They're the exact same color. They're just a different material. So I think I actually didn't really think I liked this one until I had it. And
Well,
was like,
I didn't love it until we put it on there.
It
and-
ties beautiful bows, which
Yes.
is really surprising because it's actually it looks
And
thicker.
these are peach flavored candies.
Peach flavored candies.
Because you know, it's the
You
whole
know,
peach
theme.
theme.
And then
Janice
also-
is in club.
Janice is in club, and so is Laura.
We would love if our club members would give us a little review on our pages about club. Like maybe post your samples or something and tell them how
Yes.
wonderful it is and
we
that it's
would-
worth it.
And it is worth it. And we were doing that refer a friend bonus too.
Yes.
So
If you refer
you
a
get
friend,
extra card kits.
if you're in club and you tell your friend Susie Stamper that she should do it and she signs up and tells us that you sent her, then for that month you both will get double card kits.
Yes. Paper share is also ready, Laura. They're going out tomorrow as well.
Did you have enough to fill it or do you have to wait for the other paper?
I'm gonna have to wait for the other paper. The only paper that's not in it is the art one,
Because it's on back order.
which I think all of my people had already previously ordered.
Okay,
so
good.
we're not like super held out on that one. But as soon as it comes in, I will add it to your.
All the
I will send it to
commercials.
you. Yes. But yes, Laura, those are ready. I did those too this weekend. Everything is going to be going out at the same time. So if you want to pick up tomorrow, just let me know.
You can take it to work.
Because if you guys are local, you can come pick it up at the office tomorrow. And then if you're not local, it will be going to the mail tomorrow.
For real? Do you mean it?
No, I have the envelopes are over there.
Do you want to do this first?
Sure, let's do that.
Do you guys know how we made the cherries?
How did we make cherries?
I want them to tell us. I'm gonna let you do it. You want to do it?
I can do it.
Where's that bag of tags? There
Bag of
they are.
tags?
It's a different tag, but I have a cutting fairy now. Oh wait, so whichever tag you want.
Ooh.
My cutting
These
fairy.
are those new dies that I keep not buying
They're
because I'm
so
like, I don't
good.
need these. And these are like really good layering pieces.
Look at these. I didn't bring them all. I just brought a couple. But that's that one.
Let's do this one.
You want to do that one? Okay.
Kirsty says using the peach set and red inks.
Woohoo! She's so smart. Hey, Sarah. So anybody who's just popped on, I don't have a second device tonight because, you know, no air conditioning. I went to Becca's house and forgot my other phone.
I didn't know she was coming over.
I surprised her.
She did. I was
She
on
was
my way out the door.
Utterly miserable at my house yesterday, and she was there like an hour. Like,
It was so hot.
it wasn't even sweat, it was tears. She was just like,
OMG. There was no tears.
Yeah, did you bring the red in a block?
You didn't tell me to.
I did. You needed. I told you you
Okay.
needed red. I didn't bring
I
it.
have my whole box of inks is wrapped here.
I didn't bring it all.
Okay. Real red. What color green would you like? Old olive.
Garden, old olive.
Let's
whatever.
change it up a little bit. Let's do some real red.
Do
and
you want
some
plaid too?
old olive. If you've got it ready to go,
I think I might.
my blocks are in there. Go grab.
Would you like me to grab you one?
2 please.
What kind do you want?
I want a big one and a small one.
Okay.
Do you have the peach set?
I did bring it.
Whew.
No, I did. Yes, I did.
Oh my goodness.
I need these though.
So she was doing classes at my house for I don't know how many. It was like 2 weeks, and she left her peach stamp set at the house.
At my house?
At her house, and so she didn't have her stamp set, and so then she had to go find it in my craft room, which is just
That was comical.
that's an abomination in there.
Comical.
This
Let
is
me see what
awful.
size this is. Oh, I think it's gonna be perfect. All right,
Here's
so
our
we're going
leaves.
to to be like, what, 3/4 of an inch.
Here's our little baby peaches that we're going to turn into cherries.
I love that we can do stuff like this because it, you know, it shows the versatility.
You get so much more out of your stamps.
Not
It's
just
not
peaches.
just a peach. Uh-oh, your stamps have been used. It's not wanting to stick to the block.
Oh, mine have been very used.
Well, and I'm thinking coming from the humidity of your house to the coolness of my house, and the thing is just all sorts of confused.
They're very confused.
Alright, so we're going to stamp our leaves on here first.
I will say it was.
Oh, you can make blueberries too? Oh, give me another tag. We're going to have to make some blueberries
Okay.
too.
Can you do a second one? What a good idea. Who said that?
Chrissy.
Chrissy, I hadn't seen it done in blueberries. I'm going to show you a plum. I want to say it before someone else does.
I know.
Though, I cannot believe you that I what? Still didn't. Oh, yeah. We're like a regular comedy show at my house. My mom used to have this saying growing up. She said it all the time.
Too
She's
small.
so
What were
funny.
you thinking?
Oh, I
I
wasn't.
need one just a smidget bigger.
I was telling a story.
You were telling the story.
So my mom,
Yes.
she had this saying that she always said. She was so funny anyway, and she had a tiny bit of a southern accent,
A little bit, yes.
but a northern
but it was
southern
northern.
accent. Yeah. But she was like, if it weren't for bad luck, I wouldn't have any damn luck at all. And that's how she said it. So I'm allowed to say that. And that's kind of how this air conditioning fiasco has gone, because every possible thing that could go wrong, and the bulk of it comes down to COVID because of the shipping issues. And these parts come from other countries, and so, oh, you didn't bring anything,
I
huh?
have it. It's right here.
And so there's that whole shipping issue, and so there's in short supply. There's people, I guess, that have waited, 12 weeks for parts.
That
We've
is
been very blessed
crazy.
because of the brand that we have. They happen to have them, they just aren't getting here quickly. It's a little frustrating, but we're gonna be okay. We're surviving. I guess I'm adapting because I go to the grocery store and I shiver.
Well, I can tell you, I was definitely not shivering at your house.
It wasn't that bad. It was warmer than it had been earlier in the day, but by about between 4 and 5, it starts to get warmer.
Let's do some Pacific Point blueberries.
Oh, those will be pretty.
Chrissy said plums, blueberries, even little crab apples would be cute.
Crab apples. We used to pick crab apples. There was a tree down the street from us. Your dad's. Oh, cute!
They're really cute.
I'm super excited right now, and they're still really cute. Oh, that doesn't fit this. I measured for this one.
Oh, what'd you do that for?
Well, because I thought that's what we were doing.
You got another scrap-a-doodle over there.
That's for my card.
Oh, put another scrap-a-doodle.
I didn't bring any
Scrap-a-doodle's
more.
up there.
Oh, there he is.
I have that paper too. I'm just gonna have
Okay.
to dig it out from somewhere.
We're gonna have to dig it out.
Or we can just use a different paper.
It's really cute. Let's see, what size do we need? We need it to be just under 2. Which I think is what this is. Let's see. Nope. Let's cut that way.
We both got
I
quiet
can't
at the
do
same
math
time.
tonight.
Oh. Janice, you wanted the refill inks for the in colors, right?
Uh-oh.
I think so. I'm sitting here staring at them. That's what made me think of it.
She wants to purchase them, or?
Yes, the ones that just retired. So that was.
Oh, gotcha.
Who knows the in colors that just retired?
The name of them. Ooh,
The name
that's
of
a good test. Okay, except Chrissy. She's
Okay,
gonna
yeah,
know.
Chrissy already knows them.
All right.
Hi, Joe.
So look, how cute is that with the little black and white down there?
So there's that one.
Are you gonna put words or anything on these?
You can.
No, were you?
You can.
I always like hello. I think hello is sweet.
It is sweet.
This one, I did a little scrap-a-doodle of paper, but then I decided that was
Chrissy was about to type them off.
I was like, that was like a lot of work. So then I was like, let's just stamp it right on the little tag. Hello.
Oh, where are they?
I knew Chrissy was like, she's got like turbo fingers over there. She was going to be like, blah, 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 blah.
I'm starting to wonder if I didn't order all of them, which is very unlike me.
Uh-oh.
Or they're, you know what, they may be in another bucket.
Well,
I found one because it was Pretty Peacock, right? It's Pretty Peacock.
Did anybody answer you?
No. Rococo Rose.
Maybe they did on mine.
Posy didn't exist.
Right? Unless somebody wants one, I do have one. A brand new ink pad.
Pretty Peacock. Rococo Rose. Seaside Spray. That was the other one. I know I have Seaside Spray. I'm thinking they're in a bucket from another project though.
And if not, I probably have
I'm
two.
working on them, Janice. I know I own them. They're just here somewhere. That's Balmy Blue.
Look at that.
In this bucket.
This one I would put little red gems like I did here. And she probably didn't bring any out. So
Terracotta
that's okay.
tile. Thank you, Christy.
See, we needed her help after
I knew
all.
there was another one,
Cute.
but
I saw you with twine earlier. What'd you do with it?
It's right in front of your face.
Oh. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna make a double bow. We're sitting kind of wonky, so I don't know if everybody can see us.
I think
We're
you're okay.
working. I like to do a double bow, don't you?
I do like double
I
bows.
mean, I like a single bow. It has a bow.
A bow?
Single bow.
A bow? Where are you from?
Has its purpose, but I really like a double bow. Scissors. Ta-da! Oh my gosh! Seriously, you're gonna say the same thing I do every time. So Laura, we went to sit here, and I was like, I can't sit on the right because we'll confuse Zeke. Like that's like stuck in my head now that he like is so aware of things that he noticed that because none of y'all have ever said that. You all say we sound alike, but you've never said Lisa's on the left and Rebecca's on the right.
And we have an R and an L.
In case you didn't get that. Where's your cleaning guy?
Right here.
Because you didn't clean that guy.
No, because you moved it away from me. I couldn't
How
reach it.
stinking cute are those? Well, I even brought glue dots. Look at that. And so easy. So how would you make that a card? Oh, I just put a hole in my shirt. How would you make that a card?
I would
What
just
would you
stick
do?
some. Well, you didn't glue those.
I know, I'm doing it now.
I would just stick a label, so like just smack it on the front of a card. And actually, there's a card base that's already cut over here. It's white.
It's just white though, but you don't want white on white. It's gonna need some
Oh, he's
color.
gonna need some friends. This isn't a card base. It's not folded in half.
It's just not scored. All right,
Hence
who's
my
with
point.
me and hates the glue dots on this thing?
I hate.
Oh my
that.
gosh!
It makes me so
Stampin' Up
mad.
did not make this decision.
I
just
keep
so
buying
you know.
more glue dots in hopes that I'll find one that has them in the
No,
right place.
they're not changing. The company did this.
Because in the picture, they're on the.
Oh, they probably used an old one, a stock
Oh.
photo, you know?
Keep hoping.
I'm sticking a little glue dot there.
Why do you have a magnet on your?
Because I was making that box,
And you had it
and
stuck.
I had it,
Gotcha.
and I didn't finish it. There's two magnets.
These
actually.
tags are amazing, Laura. Like I thought I didn't need them, but now I need them.
Okay, who has them? Raise your hand if you have them. And if you need them, give us hearts.
Ooh, if you need them, I need
You
them.
didn't clean this guy.
I didn't see him.
What the heck? I put him right there.
I saw the leaves, but I didn't see that guy.
Man, oh man. Alright. You don't even put them away.
You moved everything away from me.
Oh my goodness.
Here, it's in.
That's not where he lives. He lives over here.
He has a vacation home.
And did you know?
Did I know?
Did you know?
Did I
I forget what I was going to tell you. Oops. It's gone.
know?
You are my child. All right, I'm going to show you Plums. How about that?
All right, show us Plums.
I mean, I think we can figure it out, but I'm still going to show you because I think they're stinking cute. Where's my card? So I'm going to take this guy. I'm coming over here.
I was wondering why you're sitting away from me.
I don't know why
I was
I
pretty
was so
sure
far
I put
away.
deodorant on today.
Did you shower today?
Yeah.
So I'm going to grab some Blackberry Bliss. I love this color.
This is one of my favorite colors.
I already made a little mask. I had two when I got here. Oh, here it
What
is.
is in the box?
So these are just on little Post-it notes, and I stamped the plum on there and then cut them out because we're going to need them. Okay?
And then you store them in your stamp box because you might need them again.
You will need them again.
And then you don't have to cut them out again.
So I'm going to ink it up. Probably should have a mat, but I'm going to go with this, just like this. Yours is very juicy, Moon.
I told you it was a brand new ink pad.
That is a brand new ink pad, but that's okay because there are black plums, you know.
There are, yes.
So I'm going to stick my mask right on top of there. I'm just huffing. Get back over
Because we definitely don't need to ink that one back up again.
I'm pretty sure we don't. And we're gonna go like that. Whoa. Look at how cute they are.
Those are cute. And Blackberry Bliss is kind of one of those colors. It needs time to soak into the paper.
It
because
does.
It's already changing.
Yes,
It's
because-
lightened up a little bit.
I'm not gonna show them yet. Just little. We're gonna do the little leaf guy. We're gonna use Old Olive. And this little stem, it can go either way. It can go to the right or the left. So we're gonna put this one is gonna go here. And then we're gonna turn him. And put this guy here. He's a little long. Oh no, he actually worked out pretty good.
There are no perfect leaves in nature.
This is true. And then look, I got a piece of this plaid paper because I'm in love with this paper. Do you know where it comes
Do you
from?
know where that one comes from?
That is
Because I actually had to ask
paper.
this yesterday, and I was like, "Where is that from?"
It's good. Even this is pretty.
I
But
even like that, but not particularly this card.
This plaid.
It's so good.
All right. It is, what's it? I don't even know what it's called. Party pattern
I think it's
party.
party.
It's a Hostess pack of paper. It is the biggest pack of paper ever.
It really is.
And you use your host rewards. So either you host a party, and when you use your host rewards for it, you can place an order all by yourself and make you can be your own party. Did you guys know that? $150 makes your own party, and then you could get this paper. If you are a demonstrator, you can do a $150 party, save 20%, and still get this paper. So, I know.
I don't know where my paper is. It's in my
I'm gonna
office.
grab, we're just sticking with these words that I have already because, well, we're short on supplies it looks like tonight. So here's
I need
my
to clean my office.
little words. I'm gonna set them on my mat so that I can grab them. And it says, to a sweet friend.
I have a feeling that Mitch has needed birthday cards for his grandma and his mom because their birthdays are like back to back. And he's had to watch me go in there and climb. I think it's coming. He might just help me clean it.
Your room is
I can feel it.
I don't remember the last time my room looked like that. I'm just gonna say. Oh, look, and I got ink on my fingers. Gosh, doggone it.
That's a great opportunity for bling or splatter.
splatter.
Or Ink-a-Stella.
Splatter. Do you have a Blackberry Bliss pen? That's asking a lot.
And
isn't it?
there, like
Yeah, blend.
a blend.
Yeah. Will you search it for me?
Of course.
Look, she's gonna search it for me, and I'm gonna cover up my dudes here because I don't want to splatter them, like so.
Dark or light?
Dark is good. And we're gonna splatter it
I knew
because
exactly where it was.
yeah, you got lucky. And I'm just taking the tip.
My chairs are losing its
Push.
box.
You guys know I like some splatter. Becca's not the fan of it, but I like it. But look at that.
Super
Oh,
cute. Ooh,
it
you did
is-
splatter it.
Oh, well, it had a lot of
It
black.
looks good,
It was
though.
on my finger and I touched it. We could do a little twine too, I think.
Oh yeah.
Just on one.
My chair's feet were
Is
cold.
anybody chatting over there on yours? How
No.
about mine?
They keep I think they're flipping between the two of us.
Well, we can't see them on mine unless we stand up.
Blueberries are her favorite.
Who's that?
Do this. We still.
Hey, you guys, tell us what you had for dinner tonight.
What did you have for dinner? So you have 7 over here on
I haven't
yours.
had dinner yet.
And I have 1 sitting over here. I think it might be Laura. But I know Chrissy was here and Jane was here. I think Facebook's just lying to me because there were people here.
And there probably still is. So I want to know, you guys, put it in the comments. What did you have for dinner tonight? Because I have not had dinner yet, and I'm hungry, and I want to know what I need to go home and look for.
Let's refresh the page and see if I can.
Or maybe whose
Find
house
it.
I need to stop at.
Whose house? Jane is here. And then Laura said, love it. She never thought of splattering with blends. She must have missed a couple times that we've done it
We've
online.
done it. Do you like it on there or no?
I don't know that I love it. Maybe it's too big.
Maybe it's too big. Can we put it down here?
Laura says, I'm here. I'll just type random things repeatedly. Thank you. Jane had mushroom burger and fries.
Ooh, yum.
Laura had chicken
How about
and
there
veggies.
instead?
I like that better.
I like that better. Ta-da! So look at that. We've got cherries and blueberries and plums. And then obviously peaches. There's
And
no
the Facebook is lying to me. It's telling me there's nobody here.
and there's people there.
But they're commenting.
How crazy.
Laura says she likes the bow on the plaid much better.
Me too. It didn't look good up there.
It didn't. It wasn't working.
We have the lag and I'm just now seeing it and yep, it wasn't good.
Nope.
Hour and a half. Right? This is already 3 3/4, maybe. Oh, it is. So 2 1/2, and then you can do it too.
It might be a chicken nugget and French fry night.
It might be eggs.
I had eggs in there too. I'll just eat cake. I have cake.
Oh well,
I'll just eat
no,
cake for
I got
dinner.
so nauseous from the cake. It was too good. It was the icing. It was too sweet. I can't eat the icing, so I can eat the cake, but not the
Okay.
icing.
I just don't eat that.
So, Sarah Douglas, CEO of Stampin' Up, did a cute technique the other day, and she did like a trail for bears. For bears. You can put a bear there if you wanted. A trail for the bees. So we're going to use the little bee embellishment, and we're going to create a trail for him.
Ooh.
And you have your embossing machine out here, right?
I do.
Your dealy bob, because we're going to emboss it too, so that you've
you're
got,
gonna
or if
do
you've got
that.
something better. You don't need
How many plates do I need?
you just need 2 plates, 2 clear plates, but not a shim.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes, I was just making sure I didn't need to go back in my craft room. And
Oh, okay.
look
Yeah, I
for
didn't want
things
you to have to do that.
Because
So she told me she was only talking to me when she did that
Oh.
video.
that's awesome, Laura. She finally used the last of her bee paper from Celebration last year. You
Oh.
want some more?
I bet I have more.
I know I have more.
So these are Post-it notes, but they're
Yes.
special Post-it notes. They're full sticky Post-it notes.
I keep seeing those.
So only this,
I want
there's no
those.
sticky where this little
Nice.
shading is, because that's so you can grab it.
Love
So
it.
it's full sticky. So we're going to take our little Post-it note. I want you to get one too. So you get one too for you. These are on the Zon. The Amazon.
Are they actual Post-it brand?
They're actually actual Post-it brand, and I think I got 2 stacks of them for like $11 or something.
I'll just go back to my Amazon cart for frequently things, and then
And
it'll
we'll
be
see.
there because
Yeah.
you order
I'll
on my
give you
Amazon.
a pad.
Oh, you'll give me a pad.
Yeah, because you're about to have to renew your Amazon. I got a notice.
Oh, nice. That means it's gonna charge somebody's debit card. It's gonna be debit card roulette.
Well, I don't know. Yours is the default. I made sure.
It is.
So you're going to take your Post-it,
Jane still has bee paper too.
and we're going to do a little
Can you give me
curvy
those scissors? I can cut with you.
walk like that. You can have my scissors now.
Okay.
So you're just cutting it. That's all.
You're just making a little.
Just,
do that.
yep.
Do that.
You could do it straight if you wanted to, but I mean, why wouldn't you want to do it fun, right? You were just trying to see if you could get fancier. I know what you were doing. So now we're going to move that bee out of the way. And so your bee can be coming down or it can be going up. Doesn't matter. So we're going to I like to take it and go to like the corner, like this.
Can I have another one? I don't want mine to be just like yours.
What?
I don't want mine to look just
You're
like
going to, do you know how much those cost?
How much do those cost? You didn't add that to your commercial. Or Becca could use the second half of your Post-it note.
Look at, and then I'm going to take this guy.
It's okay, Laura.
What'd she say?
She's like, oops, I spoke too soon.
So I did just overlap, and I wanted to make a point. See the point right there?
Yes.
This is a wide trail, or you can make it, if you want the trail to be a little bit skinnier, you could come in like that, because where the white is going to be the trail. Does that make sense? Am I explaining that okay? Because sometimes I know I get a little not so clear.
So like that.
What in the world?
You said I could do anyone I wanted.
You can't. I'm going to use
But you kind of went towards the bottom.
polished pink. Well, I did. Polished pink because I have these really cute polished pink deals that are already cut out. Aren't they just the cutest? I love these. These are from, what is the die set called? I know the stamp set is Color and Contour.
Contour,
Contour,
stitch, contour.
something, I don't know.
something.
It's the dies that goes with Color and Contour. Somebody will post it. So I'm going to use my,
Does it have to be
what's
at a
this thing
point?
called? You need a point here because that's where the trail ends. That's where the bee is going to be. He's going bzzz. I mean, you can do it however you want.
Because it just needs to be wide enough for my little bee to sit there, right?
Yes. Because remember I showed you the one over here. I'm not going to show them yet. See? And the bee would go right there.
Yeah.
She so cracks me up.
See? He's gonna zigzag, because bees zigzag. They don't go shoo.
He's going, hey, leave my bee alone. And Sarah Douglas said it was okay.
Well, if she said it, you know.
So I'm going to use the polished pink. I also brought the succulent, soft succulent, and the pale papaya, if you so desire.
Spat on myself.
Nice. But this is the color that I have that you're going to lay on top of, unless you have something else. So anyway, I'm going to go like this. Round and round. And then I need to bring him this way for me. And I want it to be darker at the top. Whether that happens is yet to be seen, but I always start there first, and then I grab some more. And I like circles. Becca's a tapper. Whatever.
It's like I can see the benefit. That way you're not getting...
But that's why
the
mine
white
is crisscrossed.
I know. So I'm just going to use my other one that I started with, and I'm going to stick it right there.
Oh, so that you can say that you didn't waste it.
Yes, Janice. I saw you over on the other one. I gotcha.
Look at that. Look how pretty that is. And then check your fingers for ink. And you can use these, I think, twice, because after that, because they get wet, I mean, I guess you could let it dry and use them again, because the sticky is still good. Beautiful. And then I'm going to take the embossing folder, and I am going to decide where I want to put it.
I can take these off?
Yeah. Oh, I'm dropping stuff. Okay. Will you run me
I think
through?
my path looks cool.
Your path is cool. Will you run me through the thing? Thanks. She has a cool path. Everyone tell her. Yay, Rebecca.
Stop it.
Oh my goodness. Let's see. Ooh. Oh no, what happened to my phone? It says no battery here. Am I not plugged in?
Oh, the ding dong didn't turn the power strip
Oh my
on.
gosh. Mitchell, if you're watching, I froze up because of the battery. Thank you, Mitchell Rustin. How long have I been frozen?
That might be, maybe that's why they switched over to mine.
Am I working now? Give me a heart so I know I'm working now.
If you're on Lisa Marie.
If you're on Lisa Marie's page, go heart, heart, heart so I can see you. OMG. He is so fired.
I didn't see that this power strip wasn't on, and he probably didn't even think about it. He plugged it in for you.
So here we go. So then I'm just gonna beat my future son-in-law here. Because, yeah.
That technique would make a good path for a scenic card. Yes.
Yes.
Laura, I want to see all of the woodsy
I
cards.
can't wait. I just can't wait to see what she does with this.
Thank you, Janice. I'm glad we're hilarious.
All right. So do you guys want to hear my sad story today? It's an Alyssa story. You know, they get... Anyway, that's there. And then you take a bee with a glue dot.
Will you get me one too?
I will. A glue dot or a bee?
Yes.
And the beauty is, look, he can be coming down from the trees or he can be going up out of the plants. See? All right, so I had to do Alyssa's infusion today, so we drove to Milton. Those of you that know our situation, it's a pain in the hiney, but we went, and so we get there. They want us there at 10 o'clock in the morning, which is fine with me, whatever. So we go. The staff, no lie, are on the sofa, wrapped up in blankets, with their snacks and their phones, and that's where they stayed, okay? Mm-hmm. I'm like, all right, fine, it's Sunday morning, it's a little cloudy. Alyssa's like, Mom, I gotta show you something, and she goes running to her room, and they yell, Alyssa, Shanice is still sleeping. Oh, I'm not supposed to say her name, sorry. So-and-so is still sleeping, and you need to just get out of your room. Okay, this child sleeps all the time, not mine, the other. So she went in and got what she was getting anyway. She was already in motion, you know, you can't stop her. So she comes out, and I just ignored it. I'm like, I'm not going to say anything to the staff today because I was told to save my complaints for Monday meetings and tell them. And so I need a word on here. So that's what I'm doing. And your dad even was like rolling his eyes going, what the heck was that about, you know?
Because it's a shared room. She
It's
should be
her
She
house.
should be able to have access to her own room, and if she's sleeping, as long as she's going in there and being respectful, I don't see the problem in going in there. Now, if she's going in there and like turning up music and dancing around the room,
Right.
then sure, absolutely, you can.
Which is what the other one does.
You can suggest maybe not doing that, but it is her room.
So anyway, so the saga goes on. I'm setting up her infusion, and her hair has been a nightmare. She's not washing it properly. She needs help. She needs guidance. She needs reminders. We need words.
What are these?
Need something like a little
To a sweet
something,
friend?
something. Oh, that would be cute. What are you going to put it on? Down here?
I'm just going to stick it down there.
Well, that's a good idea. Will you do mine too? You want it in pink or black?
Let's do black.
Okay.
Let's make it pop.
Look, I got ink on mine again. I am terrible tonight. So anyway, so I'm doing her infusion. I get it all set up. And we're going to wash her hair in the sink so that I can show her, you know, I scrub it really good because she had all that shampoo buildup.
Right.
So I'm helping her with that. And the girl has woke up now. The girl has woke up and she gets something to eat. And so I take Alyssa in there after I wait till she was done eating to wash Alyssa's hair because I didn't want to be rude.
Right.
You know, because I made Alyssa did the dishes.
Mm-hmm.
And she's doing the dishes and she was taking the sponge and pouring soap on it and washing them like that. And I was like, that's not a good idea because she's only washing the inside. She didn't wash the outside of anything.
Right.
So I said, sweetie, you need to fill the sink with water. Well, then a staff member comes out of the living room, gets out from under her blanket, and she's like, oh, this is something we're working on. She's like, you need to fill the sink. And she pushes her out of the way. She fills the sink. And Alyssa's confused. She doesn't understand. I have soap. I have a sponge. I have a bowl. So she just keeps going. And the girl leaves and doesn't teach her anything. So I watched her wash the dishes poorly because I'm not allowed to say anything. And so, so that went on. And then I did her hair. And now the other girl is awake, and so I go in the bedroom. I tried to blow dry her hair in the bathroom, but the outlet was broke. Well, I couldn't get it reset, but Dad fixed it. So I went in her room to do it. I go in there. I didn't know that girl had gone back to bed because she was under a pile of blankets. It looked like laundry. Seriously, there was that much stuff on the bed. And so she's like, she doesn't speak really well, and so she said, you know, made a noise. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, so and so. I'm like, do you mind if I dry her hair in here? She's like, no, that's okay. And I was like, oh, thank you. So we finished and then we left and I was like, sorry, you know? So that was like not a big deal. But then we made some egg muffins and we did some other little things and the staff still just rude, just sat out there. We tried to go sit in the living room. They wouldn't move. Either one of them would not move off the sofas. They literally were laying on the sofas.
So she's not allowed to sit in the living room.
In her house.
She can't sit
and she
in
can't
her
go in her room. She can't go in the living room. So we sat in the kitchen for 4 hours. Yes. So I'm upset, but that girl is up again because that's what she does. She naps, she gets up. She naps, she gets up. I went in there. Alyssa's laundry basket is overflowing. There were no towels to dry her hair with. All there were hand towels. And so I was like, hey, let's go do your laundry. I have time. I'm telling this all the way out of order, but you get it. So from the living room, you can't do that.
Why?
And I was like, oh, why not? I said, is someone using the washer? I'm like, that's totally fine. No, we've been instructed by Nikki. Sorry, I can say the staff members' names. We've been instructed by Nikki that Alyssa's laundry day is only on Tuesday. Well, last time it was on Sunday because I helped her do it. And I was like, well, I just thought since I'm here, I would avoid the mistakes that happen of messing up and using the wrong soap and fabric softener and all that. And we would just get it done because she doesn't have any clean clothes.
No one's using it, right?
No one's used. She goes, well, we went to the beach yesterday and we need the washer. We're doing laundry.
Are you?
So I went out to the garage and both machines are empty and there's no beach laundry anywhere to be found. So I was like, fine, I'll just make another note. And so, but she was just mean. And this was Tamara, and Tamara's usually nice to me, but she was mean. And so Alyssa's hurt and annoyed. Oh, you've got a low battery over there
It's
too.
just on the iPad, it's fine.
And so, I know this is a long story, but I'm just going to tell you anyway. And so then something else happened while we were there. I don't remember what it was. Anyway, so we left. We come home. I was on my way to Starbucks by myself because Dad's at home. And Alyssa calls. She's FaceTiming, so I turned it on. And she's like, hey, Mom. She's like, my shoulder's hurting. Oh, because yesterday's story was they took him to the beach and didn't help her put sunscreen on. They let her do it herself. And so everywhere she didn't get is like burnt to a crisp. And they made her carry all the stuff nobody else was carrying. Yeah, she carried the bulk of stuff out. They used her as a mule. And so her shoulder was subluxated, so I fixed it today. And subluxated is when the ball is partially...
It's out of socket.
It's out of socket, just a sliver, but it hurts like a son of a gun. So I fixed it for her and, you know, gave her something for it. And so she's calling to tell me, she's like, oh, I just got done doing dishes. And she's just being a teenager. She wasn't mad or anything. I'm like, well, good, you did the dishes. She did them twice while I was there. But,
yeah. She's the only one who does dishes?
So I said, are you the only one that does dishes? You read my mind. I said it just like that.
I haven't heard this story.
Like, I said it just like that. I didn't say, are you the only one that does dishes? No, I said, are you the only one that does dishes? you know?
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah. I'm like,
Why?
for all the meals? Or is today just your dishes day? Is what I said to her. And she's like, no, every day is. I'm like, well, that seems odd. I'm like, so, but nobody else does them? No, just me. And my shoulder really hurts. I'm like, well, your shoulder will be fine. You can still do dishes with a sore shoulder. Put some ice on it. And then out of nowhere comes this voice into Alyssa's room where she's talking privately to me. If you have any questions about the rules around here, you need to call Mr. Ken Mitchell. See, I don't even care that I said that on Facebook. And I was like, what? And she's yelling. I can't even. She's yelling. And Alyssa's face, she looks like she's going to cry because we're on FaceTime. I can't see this person. And she's like, we have rules around here. And these girls have chores. And we sat down at the table. And she's just going, I couldn't even like listen to her because she was just yelling with attitude. And I said, I'm sorry, who's talking? And Alyssa's like, it's Tamara. And I was like, Tamara, whatever it is. I said, excuse me, but nobody was mad here. Alyssa was simply telling me what she was doing and then explaining how, well, you just don't understand. If you have a problem, you need to take it. I'm like, we weren't talking to you. Alyssa's in her room talking to me privately. You need to go. Well, if you have a problem, and that Alyssa, and so she leaves going down the hall talking ugly. Now Alyssa's like, great, now they're talking about me. I'm going to have to stay in my room. It's just mean. Mean. That child told me yesterday, they went to the beach, she refused to get in the water. And I was like, why didn't you go in the water? And she's like, well, Mom, because I couldn't. I'm like, why? Why couldn't you? Because if you took me to the beach, I know that if I slipped, because she's not a good swimmer, we would just say she can't swim. And she's like, if I slipped in the, because it was really wavy, she's like, you would save me. She goes, but I don't know that they would. She goes, not because they're mean, but I don't want to say that I don't trust them, but they're not you, and I know that you would save me. Is that not the saddest thing ever?
It really is.
Do you want to cry?
I do want to cry.
It broke my heart. Broke my heart.
Yes, those are the caretakers.
Exactly, Sarah. Sarah said, but if the other girl gets up, then they'll have to deal with her, and then they won't be allowed to be lazy. Exactly.
Yeah, that's exactly what
and
it
the
is.
other girl is very difficult. Difficult, not like, I mean, she has more behaviors than Alyssa does.
But they keep her heavily medicated.
She's
so they don't
heavily
have to deal with
medicated. And that's their business for whatever, her family has decided. But, I mean, seriously, people. I mean,
Alyssa's not difficult. She just demands attention.
Yes.
And
she just wanted to do her laundry.
And these girls don't want to interact with anybody.
No.
They want an easy job where they can sit and play with their phones and watch TV.
Yeah.
And get paid.
It was ridiculous. So she's like, she put her headset on so that they couldn't hear me.
So she FaceTimed me not a little while ago.
Did she?
And so there's like loud music playing in the background.
That's the other girl in her room.
And so she's like, she puts her headphones on. Like I can still hear it with the
you
headphones
can hear
on.
It. Well, no, because it doesn't block the noise for you. It only blocks the noise for her. Because she's on an iPod.
Okay.
And so she's still going to hear.
Gotcha.
You're still going to hear. So, because I thought the same thing. But the other girl, she blasts her music all the time and talks on speakerphone all the time. And, like, we were out there watching church this morning. And when she woke up, the other girl, she came out with her music blasting. And it was 10 minutes before somebody asked her to turn it down. Alyssa finally said, I guess I'll just listen to this later. It just makes me so mad. The system is so broken, and it makes me angry. And I know you guys don't want to hear about it, but I feel like you need to know, because if you have friends or if you have special needs children, what is their future? What are people going to plan for them? Because it makes me think of, nursing homes, I know there's good ones out there, but if you can't be there every day to monitor what's happening in your loved one's life, you don't know what's happening. And if they're not capable of communicating that to you, then you really don't know what's going on, because it's always going to be the staff's word over theirs.
Yep.
Always. I've learned the hardest lesson this year, and it is horrible. It is just horrible.
So if anybody has any ideas, if anyone can like build a granny pod, nanny pod, whatever those things are called.
I need a granny pod or something I could stick in my backyard.
You guys know like a really amazing, super amazing caregiver who just wants to be able to sit and be somebody's companion.
Because that's all she needs.
because if we had a granny pod and just a full-time caregiver who could just be there, so
because
that
they would get paid.
because
The
they
state
get
will pay
paid.
them.
Yeah, the money's there. We
Yeah.
just have nobody.
It's not great money,
we
but
just don't
it's,
have the body to
you
do
know,
it.
like somebody that's retired or someone that doesn't need a big income.
Mhm.
It's not horrible pay. I want to say it's the example I was given is unfortunately it's less than McDonald's.
But we're doing $15 to flip hamburgers.
I mean,
so
it's probably around 12 to 14, but
we
still.
won't go home selling like greasy McDonald's hamburgers.
Exactly.
I mean,
So I mean,
to make a difference in somebody's life.
she has her moments, but she just wants to be independent, and this is supposed to be her house. The state pays that company over $10,000 a month
For her to live there.
And she gives them her Social Security minus $100.
Mm-hmm.
So they're getting almost $11,000 a month
To be treated like crap.
to be treated like that. Oh, and dinner. So I changed the subject. I was like, let's talk about dinner. What'd you have for dinner? Because there was laid out chicken in the refrigerator, so I figured they did something wonderful with the chicken. She's like, oh, well, they didn't feel like cooking, so they made hamburger helper. And I said, well, what did you eat? Because she has to be gluten-free and dairy-free. And she's like, well, they said, well, you can't have this because it's from a box and it's processed and it has gluten in it. They made a big deal out of it because those are the words I use. And said they gave her noodles with bacon.
What?
She had gluten-free pasta and bacon. That was her dinner.
In what universe is that a meal?
And did you know that all Great Value spices have wheat in them?
Oh.
And that's all that they buy.
Oh. Nice.
Yes. Because I went through their cabinet today. Because it's Alyssa's house. That's how it's supposed to be, is it's their house.
Honestly, Janice, this is the only place that is willing to take her at this point. There isn't anywhere else for her to go right now.
That's right. So because of Alyssa's extreme aggressiveness that she can have when she's not understood, and we've learned that that's what it is. Alyssa has autism. Alyssa has a brain injury. Alyssa has fetal alcohol syndrome, which is one of the diagnoses we've kind of forgotten about over the years.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because it's really rearing its ugly head now because she doesn't understand. She doesn't communicate accurately. You know,
words don't mean the same thing for her.
no. Somebody asked her, when was the last time, okay, I'm going to be graphic. When's the last time you had a bowel movement? The doctor asked her. She's like, well, not yesterday and not the day after, not the day after, not the day after.
Mm-hmm.
She means the day before.
Right.
And so if you don't keep up with her language and understand the deficit, then it causes confusion. And she doesn't understand sarcasm. How she survived in our house is beyond me. But so she struggles with all of those things, which is what leads to her aggression. Where if you are a calm person and she can have that independence and start, because she knows she's 19 years old and she just wants to have what everybody else has, which is friends and a home and a place to call her own and not living with mom and dad for the rest of her life. And so yes, Linda, you asked the question if I'm going to tell. We have a weekly meeting now. We're the only ones in the house that have a weekly meeting with the owners and with the Agency for Persons with Disabilities staff to go over this type of behaviors that are happening. Last week, I got somebody fired, so it's working. But then they won't have any staff.
But they're still not being nice to her.
Yeah.
They're not showing compassion. Laura pointed that out very nicely.
There's none.
They're technically taking care of her, but don't seem to have the compassion.
They're making sure she is breathing every day.
She's having the bare minimum necessities: a roof, food.
No,
clothing.
not water. She hadn't had water in 2 days. No drinks. She didn't have anything to drink at the beach but a Sprite, a Sierra Mist yesterday. And no water the entire day or any other beverage. Because you know how she is.
Yeah.
And so, because they won't remind her or help guide her. She had so much buildup of shampoo in her hair. They don't make her comb her hair. She goes out looking like an orphan. She looks like a homeless person, really.
Mm-hmm.
Her hair's standing up tall, and then they told her...
They were trying to take her to a barber shop to get her hair done.
Yes, that's what she told me.
And when I looked
Only
at
barber shops can cut hair like hers.
No, because I was looking, because where she was telling me where it was at, she's like, it's by the Winn-Dixie.
Did you find
I
it?
Googled it. I found it.
Did it have skulls in the window?
I think it did, yes. And there's a beauty shop right next door to it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, why don't you ask them to make you an appointment at a beauty hair salon? And she's like, well, because they said that a barber shop's the only thing that can do my type of hair.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
they're getting a message about that tomorrow,
yeah,
too.
no, that's not appropriate.
No.
She's like, but I don't want to go there. They have skulls on them, and it looks like it's all boys. And why do they want to take me somewhere where only boys get their hair
Because
cut?
they're being mean.
They're just being mean.
So, this is our little public service announcement on why you have to be advocates for your loved ones that can't be advocates for themselves. And you guys have always been so supportive and so sweet when it comes to all this stuff and listening to my stories. And I really don't share them with you like to make you feel bad, maybe to make you mad, because I want you to be mad. I want you to see the injustice that happens in our world to these people that can't take care of themselves. What did Laura say? I saw her
She
pop
said,
up.
so I can hear the attitude in my head, oh, well, she had something to drink. She had access to water.
Yes, that is exactly.
That is technically what it is, yes.
So that's like in the last group home, she had access to water. She was drinking from a moldy cup because she didn't think to wash it.
Yeah.
Literally mold. It was gross.
It was disgusting.
Because nobody thought to tell her, hey, Alyssa, we need to wash this. Because Alyssa is functioning at the level of a 5-year-old on most things. Like common sense things. Now, survival skills when she leaves, when she runs away, she's awesome at that. She's like a walking map. She knows how to get places. She knows how to get what she needs. But when she's at home, all of that is gone.
Yeah.
And that's fetal alcohol. That's just the broken connections, and she doesn't relate things. And so, but anyway, I tell you guys this because I share this part of my life because I think that people need to know that these are the things that happen. And those of you that know the rest of our story for this year, because I'm not allowed to talk about it on social media, or in writing, so you have to call me if you want to know. The story is way worse than this. Unfortunately.
So it's not that we're choosing to put her there. We honestly cannot bring
We have
her
no
home.
option. This was not our choice.
Legally not able to.
So, anyway, we made some cute cars, and I do like your zigzag.
I think the zigzag is cool.
The zigzag is cool. I think it would be really cute in yellow, too.
Yep.
And splatter some black.
Ooh.
Fun. Do you think you could handle splatter?
Maybe. I do like this card. This was really stinking. That was a good idea. And I'm really loving this.
How did I get someone fired? Oh, okay, so the house manager didn't get her fired, but the house manager hit Alyssa while we were in Hawaii. Yes, I did say that. She hit her so hard that she had a bruise on her face from the 16th of May, and we didn't see her again until the 30th. And she still had a bruise on her cheek. The person got put on leave, and it was her and another staff member that were there, and the other staff member, Morgan, said that she hit her. And I talked to DCF, and DCF was like, well, when we talked to the other staff members, they said that Morgan doesn't like Nikki, and Nikki doesn't like Morgan, and so Morgan probably made it up. So we can't verify this. Therefore, Nikki gets to keep her job, and she's not an abuser. And I was like, are you kidding me? I'm like, but the other staff weren't even there. Too bad, too sad. Alyssa doesn't tell accurate stories. Well, Alyssa doesn't know a timeline. She doesn't know how. And so, anyway, so they brought this girl back, and now we have Morgan and Nikki back working. Alyssa's not happy about it. Morgan did the same thing that this Tamara girl did today, ran in the room and started yelling at her while I was talking to her, and did a couple other things that I brought up in the meeting on Monday, and on Tuesday she didn't come back. They said she found another job. They had suspected she was a problem. Alyssa's missing food, a whole bag of gluten-free chicken nuggets that she never ate. They're gone. They're not in the house anywhere.
They threw them away.
Oh, I know they did. And so, so she got fired for her behavior because she was mouthing off and treating Alyssa poorly. Tamara just returned, so...
Tamara might be going tomorrow.
Tamara. Bye-bye, Tamara.
We'll be seeing you tomorrow. Sorry.
We're bad, sorry. But I mean, it's just, and Alyssa's like, I'm not going to be able to remember all of this, Mom, all the things that they do. And I'm like, she can't write them down because if they find it, then they're going to pick on her. I said, well, I'm keeping notes. I said, and we'll be in the meeting tomorrow, and I will be bringing it all to their attention because, and she's been evicted, so she's not even, this isn't her permanent house.
Which I think is why they're being mean.
That's why they're being mean, because she's been evicted.
Because she's being evicted, yeah.
Because they're not trained well enough to take care of her. That is the reason.
But there's nowhere else for her to go.
Right.
So.
There is nowhere.
We're
Miami.
stuck.
They have openings in Miami.
We're not going to Miami.
And they had some openings in Jacksonville. But then no one can give her infusions because I can't drive to Jacksonville.
No.
To do a 4-hour infusion.
No.
So. Okay, so guess what is happening this week? Do you know?
Is it the paper sale this week?
There is a paper sale this week. I forgot about that one.
I knew something you didn't.
There's just a handful of them. We'll have to post about it. I don't remember which ones, but there's a handful of them that are 15% off, I think.
Yeah, so if you like the designer series papers and you want to stock up on some, there are some that are going to be on sale.
And I don't remember which ones.
I don't either.
Do you know what else is happening this week? demonstrators can
We can order for the mini catalog.
the mini catalog and
celebration.
Earn celebration. So that's exciting. So
if you are a demonstrator and you're on our team,
on the 1st, you can order.
Or if you want that privilege, contact us.
Yeah, exactly.
We can help you with that. I had one. I went to text her to remind her about the free shipping day, and she's like, "Oh, by the way, I think I'll just sign up." I'm like, "Okay,
welcome."
She's like, "Well, there's other things I needed," and she wanted. Laura has a list already because are we gonna have access?
The cuss words that I
know. I saw that too. Are we gonna be able to order anything from that book, or is it gonna be selected?
Anything. Unless there's something on a back order.
No, I need to go look at everything again because I wasn't making a list because I thought for sure we were getting the list thingy of like the pre-selected.
You're in the Stampin' Up! Leaders group,
I
which
know.
means that you can join the swap.
Oh, there's a swap.
Chrissy too. You're in the Stampin' Up! Leaders group. There's a swap that Candy Rat Ray.
Yes,
she
Jane,
does it.
You will get celebration rewards with that order, right?
On the 1st?
On the 1st.
Yes.
You have to wait till the 1st, do your pre-order for the mini catalog, and then you'll earn the celebration rewards.
And you can order.
And there's an adorable penguin stuff, and I need all of the penguins.
Well, there's a penguin set. And I don't even know if we're allowed to say that, but I'm going to say it. There's a penguin set, and then there's a celebration paper that coordinates with it.
It's adorable, and he has a punch.
Super, super cute.
I didn't show pictures.
That's
I'm pretty
true.
sure that's the only thing we're not allowed to do is take pictures.
Yeah, I think you're right.
We can't show the copyrighted images.
Don't anybody turn us into the Stampin' Police. I'm not in the mood.
Jane has her list ready. You guys are so good.
Oh, I need my stamps back. Do you guys have any questions now that I've rambled and told you my sad story? Anytime you want to hear an update, just ask. Sometimes I feel bad talking about it, but today I needed to get it out.
No, she looked sad when she called me, and I was trying to not push because I didn't know who was around.
She was about to cry.
She was close. She's
Yeah.
like, I just wanted to call and tell you, that I was happy for you and you were getting married, and I don't know when you're doing it, but I want to be there, but I don't know who's gonna bring me, and because Mom can't drive, and
Yes.
I'm like, we'll figure it out when it's time, when we have time.
Yes. I was like, don't tell her when.
Thank you. I need you to tell me those things because sometimes I'm a bad
Is this
liar.
yours or mine?
I don't
think
care. I had one out.
All right. Did you?
I did, and it was full.
Oh, he's pretty full. I'm gonna say
Okay,
he's yours.
he's mine.
then. Okay.
Yeah,
Blocks are
I'm a
yours.
bad liar. That's really what it is.
Yeah.
And so I don't always think 3 steps ahead on what not
You
to
have
say.
to be ahead of her,
And
because
you
otherwise
have
she'll
to.
obsess about it. So.
Well, she's already obsessed
Yes.
because she wants to go.
But I don't know how we can make that happen at this point.
Yeah, I don't know where she's gonna be at.
So anyway, but I had to tell her because she heard us talking about cake,
Oh yeah.
and so I told her. I showed her pictures. She
Yeah,
tried
I
to show.
sent her some.
She tried to show Tamara pictures, and she blew her off.
Of course.
So her feelings were hurt. But I was like, well, some people are like that. Some people are jerks.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm
Unfortunately,
like, sometimes you're a jerk. I'm like, let's just be honest. I mean, now you've had moments, sweetheart. And she's like, I know. I'm like, okay, so it is what it is. It's gonna be okay. Well, these are my scissors.
Yes.
Trying to collect all my things. I'm not used to taking all my stuff back with me.
I know.
I guess we've chatted long enough.
I think
Talked
so.
your ears off. Sorry.
We did make some things. Though.
I know. I'm super excited about the new book, though.
I am too. I'm gonna have to go sit down and look.
We've
at
got
it.
to
We didn't
prepare
get one
our
in the
jingle
mail
class.
yet, did
You
we?
won't get one in the mail yet. And if you're a demonstrator, just don't even wait for the one to come in the mail. Just put some on your order on the 1st. I'm going to post the codes over in the Panhandle Pearls for you guys to remind you, do not forget to order catalogs. If you want your stuff and you live in Florida and you want your stuff faster than 3 weeks, pay the $20 to have it expedited. Those catalogs can go in an expedited order unless they tell us otherwise, but we've always been able to in the past.
You just can't do regular catalogs.
Right.
And expedited.
So, you don't have to get it all at once, but if there's something that like you're totally in love with, don't wait because you know how back
It'll
orders
get
go.
back ordered.
So,
Will there be limits on anything?
I don't. Usually consumables, so they're usually limited to how many papers you can get, and embellishments and ribbons and things.
Right.
So, anyway, so there's that. All right, we're out of here. Thanks a bunch, you guys.
Thank you, friends.
We'll talk to you later.
Bye.